Welcome, I'm Kim, coming to you from the beautiful La Romana in the Dominican Republic. Today's practice is going to build strength and flexibility, perhaps making us feel a little bit more courageous as we move through these strong yet fluid poses. So please join me in mountain pose. Bring your feet parallel, turn your palms to face forward, perhaps rocking forward and back. So you begin to find the four corners of your feet, the big toe mounds, the pinky toe mounds, the inner and outer heel. From there, briefly lift your 10 toes and begin to feel your leg muscles engage. Draw your navel towards spine and then lifting through your crown, standing tall and proud and courageously. Feel free to close your eyes if that's comfortable for 5 breaths as you arrive into your body and into your practice today. Perhaps you'd like to set an intention or a prayer around what you could use this morning. Beautiful. So let's place our hands on our sacrum. Our fingertips are pointed down for a tiny back bend. So as you draw your elbows toward each other, lifting your sternum, lifting your heart, take 5 breaths here, building energy. Keep pressing down through the 4 corners of your feet. Breathe out through your mouth any excess energy, any excess adrenaline. 2 more. Nice. Rolling out your wrists, release any tension in your joints. And let's move into dancer pose. This is a nice pose that stretches through our hamstring. You may feel this into your pec muscles, into your chest. You might like to have a strap handy to hold on to your foot, or even you can hold on to your pant leg. Some people prefer to do that. So I'm going to use a chair for more balance, and you've always got that option to create more stability. So taking my left hand, drawing my left heel in, roll your left shoulder open, knee is pointed down towards the earth to start. And then if you'd like to begin hinging forward a little bit more, knee going straight back, keeping chest open. I will take 5 breaths in dancer pose. Releasing your left foot. Maybe you want to shimmy your hips from side to side or do some hula hoop circles to find some release before we take the other side. So this time, taking a hold of your right foot, knee pointed down, perhaps using the strap to place around your ankle. And you could stay upright with your right knee pointed down towards the earth, or begin to hinge forward to your comfort level. Feeling the energy. Anytime we do a little back bend, our heart rate increases slightly. Building that courage and strength. 2 more breaths. And release your foot. Shake out your hands. Let's come into Warrior One. This is another strong, courageous yoga pose. Sometimes we refer to it in Sanskrit as Virabhadrasana 1. That's just some fun education there. So I'm starting with my back foot grounded. You'll feel the knife edge of your foot pressing into the earth. Your front knee is bent. Start with your hands on your hips, so your hips are squared toward me. In this little flow, we're going to reach our arms up, straighten our front leg, and exhale, bend, goal post your arms. Let's do that 5 more times. Inhale, stretch skyward. Exhale, bending into Warrior One. 3 more. Keep that back leg strong. Bending. It doesn't matter how far you bend. Just make sure your toes don't come past your front knee. 2 more. And on this last one, we'll hinge forward into pyramid. I'm going to turn sideways using the chair. So with that front knee still pointed in the same direction, just straightening that leg, draw your front hip back, your back hip forward slightly, and hinging forward with a long spine. Maybe resting your forearms on the chair, and take 5 breaths here in pyramid pose. And bend that knee to come out of the pose. And let's take it on the other side. So take your opposite foot forward. That back foot is grounded. Knife edge of your foot grounded. Hips are squared forward. Take your arms up to the sky. And as you exhale, we'll bend our knee. Reaching it up. Exhale, goalpost your arms. Maybe more of a W shape. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, bend. Out to the sides is totally fine too. Maybe you want to stretch right out. Mindful of shoulders. Always listening to your body. And stay here for a few breaths. Knee bent, goalpost your arms. Perhaps a smile on your face. Feeling stronger, more courageous. And then straightening that front leg, you'll come forward, holding on to the edge of your chair for pyramid. Spine nice and long. Keep breathing. Keep breathing through life. Feeling that radiant energy that we're creating today. 2 more. And bend that front knee, step your back foot up, shake out your feet, shake out your arms. Let's create some fluidity in our joints. So with your feet wide, let's come into star pose by reaching, stretching arms up to the sky. Your thumbs are face up. If your shoulders are tense, then just keep your arms straight out from your shoulders, no problem. If you feel like it's comfortable, maybe reaching them up a little bit more, keeping those thumbs upright. And then bend your knees and bend your arms, goddess pose. And we'll flow through that a few times. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, bending. Tailbone pointed straight down, navel to spine. Strong core. Last one. Stay here in goddess pose, hands in prayer, and working on strength and legs. Again, keep your spine nice and long. I'll stand sideways so you can see my spine is straight, tailbone pointed down. And then bringing hands to knees. Just twist out your shoulders a little bit side to side. Bringing out tension in your spine. Oh, feels so good. All right, let's come back to standing. Let's take a few half sun salutations. This is a great pose to get your circulation moving, get your blood flowing, feeling more vibrant and radiant today. So join me back in mountain pose where we began. Inhale, stretch arms up to the sky. Exhale, diving forward, hands to your thighs. Take a little lift of your heart. And exhale, straighten your legs as you reach back up to the sky. And exhale, hands to prayer. Let's do that twice more. Inhale, reach. Exhale, dive, hands to knees. Lift your heart. Straighten your legs. Reach back up toward the sun. And draw the sunshine down into your heart. Last one. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, bend your knees. Lift your heart and come back up to standing, reaching towards the sky, and draw the sun down into your soul. Place your hands on your body and just take 5 breaths, feeling where this journey's taking you to thus far. Feel your heart rate, feel your breath, perhaps recalling your intention or your prayer that you sent earlier in your practice. All right, release your arms down by your sides. Let's bring our foot to the chair. This is a standing twist. So as I reach up toward the sky, I'm going to then twist and bring my hand to my knee. My back hand reaches behind me. Maybe I look back, thumb is face up to the sky. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, twisting. Let's take that a few more rounds. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, twisting. 2 more. Last one. Reach up and gently twist. Let's pause here. Back arm can stay extended, or you may want to bring your hand to your hip. Doesn't matter how far you twist. Remember, safety is the #1 key to our yoga practice. 3 more breaths. Let your shoulder blades slide down your back. Wonderful. And I'm going to move the chair so I can switch sides with you. So bringing your opposite knee or foot to the chair. Stretch your arms up to the sky. And as you exhale, take your twist. And just moving comfortably at your pace. Inhale, stretch toward the sky. And exhale, twisting. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, twist. And last one, reaching up to your comfort level. And exhale, twisting. Let's pause here. Keep drawing your top hip back towards your hand. Again, that arm could be extended, or feel free to place your hand on your hip. Keep breathing. That's the key to making your yoga practice a little bit deeper. When we pair the movement with our breath, we become more aware. What do I need today? What do I need in my body? What do I need for more presence? What do I need to calm down the chatter, all the excessive thinking in my brain? One more breath here. Nice. Release from the chair. And I'm going to move the chair as we begin to make our way down to the earth. So as you come to a seat, I invite you to come down very carefully. So I'm going to place my hands onto the chair, lower one knee, and you can always have a pillow or a cushion under your knees. Lower the other knee, and then come to a comfortable seat. I'm going to sit in Sukhasana, easy pose, we call this in yoga. But you could also sit on something a little bit higher. So you do what feels best for your body. All right. So there's a type of breathing in yoga that we call lion's breath. It's got a funny name, but what its intent is to allow us to feel more courage and feel this sense of fierceness. So you could imagine that you're fogging up a mirror. You'll feel a ha sensation, warm air onto your hand if you want to practice this a couple times. So just lifting your hand up, and as you exhale, feel the air rushing out. Do that one more time. And now this time as you inhale, open your mouth wide, and you can even add a little roar if that feels appropriate to you. Just make some sound. 3 more. Big breath in, side out. Maybe you even want to stick out your tongue and be silly. Wonderful. All right, so stretching your arms out to the sides, thumbs up toward the sky. We're going to just make little movements like we're twisting a doorknob very carefully. So chest, collarbones stay nice and broad and open. We're working our upper arms and shoulders. And because you're drawing your navel to spine still, like we always do, we're building core strength. So sitting up nice and tall, feel your sitting bones rooted onto the earth. You're doing great. Thank you for joining me today in this beautiful location of the Dominican Republic. I hope you're enjoying the gorgeous view behind me. Sure makes our yoga practice even better. All right, keep going. We're almost done with our doorknobs. Again, the pace is entirely up to you. As always, honor your body. We're going to change this movement pattern in just a moment. All right, so rather than turning those doorknobs now, just keep your thumbs face up to the sky, and it's a little pumping action forward, just forward and back. So we're working the muscles in our back and our shoulders as well. We need strong back muscles for good posture. I love this movement. It really makes me feel like I'm standing tall. Have you ever been to the grocery store and you're walking around with the grocery cart and maybe you feel like, oh, I'm rounding just a bit? So you can practice these moves and become aware of taking your crown a little bit higher, the top of your head a little bit higher toward the ceiling. Maybe if I keep talking, we won't notice that our arms are working so hard. We're almost complete here. Keep going. Stay with me. Beautiful work you're doing today in this practice that builds courage and strength. Last 10. All right, place your hands on your body. Feel free to close your eyes and just feel your heartbeat. Feel your breathing. Let everything settle down. Smoothing out your breath. Smoothing out. Three more long breaths here. Each exhale getting a little bit longer. All right, release your hands. Let's go ahead and extend our left leg straight and our right knee is bent. So turning towards your extended leg, with your left leg straight, you're going to take your right arm and reach it towards your foot. It doesn't matter that your hand reaches your foot at all. Just reaching that way carefully because there is a little twist here. So moving mindfully. Then taking that same hand behind your hip, maybe you'd like to lift your hips and play with that. Doesn't matter, you can keep your hips lowered or lifted. Gently reaching for your foot and taking your arm up. Maybe you lift your hips. Totally your call. See what feels right in your body this morning. And reaching towards your foot, taking your hand behind your hip and reaching toward the sky. And next time, let's take our hand toward our foot. I'm going to use my strap. You're welcome to use a strap or a belt as well. So placing it around the bottom of your foot and then turning slightly towards your extended leg, coming forward with a long spine just to your comfort level. It doesn't matter how close you get to your leg. Taking 5 big breaths here. Two more. And release the strap. Let's switch sides. We're getting close to the end of our practice. You're doing such great work today. All right, so extending opposite leg now and reaching opposite arm towards your leg. Doesn't matter how far you come, remember? Hand comes behind hip, reach for the sky. Maybe you want to lift your hips, maybe not, your call. And we'll just do that a few times, slowly reaching hand toward foot. Hand comes behind, reach toward the sky. Spine nice and long, gentle twist as you reach. Hand comes behind as you lift your hips. And last one, as you come forward, perhaps using your strap around the bottom of your foot, taking a gentle twist, and then coming forward to your comfort level. Keeping your spine nice and long. Nice and long. A few more breaths. I don't know if you can hear those birds in the background, but they are flying and chirping and so happy out here by the ocean. All right, let's bend our left knee, keeping your right leg nice and long. And with your hands on your shins, sitting up straight and tall, take some breaths here. As you exhale, let your shoulders relax down your back. With your extended leg, flex your foot so it really adds some strength into your quad, into your leg, core nice and strong, stability as you sit up a little bit taller. 3 more breaths. Excellent. Let's switch it out. Straightening opposite leg, bending your knee. Hold on to your shin. Let both sitting bones be grounded. Flex your foot. Shoulders rolling back and down away from your ears. Hopefully by this point in your practice, you're feeling that good energy, all that courageous and fierce energy that we've created today in our bodies. 2 more breaths. All right, extend both legs. Just tap out your hamstrings. Give your legs a little massage. We're coming down onto our back. One last move before we take rest pose. Rest pose is the final pose that we always conclude our yoga practice with. But our pose before rest is called waterfall. You're welcome to place a yoga block under your hips if you've got a yoga block. Otherwise, just feel free to lie flat on your back. So as I come down, I'm going to draw my knees in. Maybe you want to give your knees a little hug from side to side, massaging out your back. And then extend your legs up to the sky. You can be simply in stillness here, or some people like to circle their feet or shake out their legs or do some splits. Doesn't really matter, but we'll take just a few more breaths. Just feel yourself settling down after today's active practice. And bring your feet back to the earth. Extend your right foot toward the right corner, left foot toward the left corner. And take a moment to turn your head a little bit side to side. Your palms are face up to the sky. Let your shoulder blades be flat onto the earth. And we'll take just a couple minutes here in Savasana, rest pose, to integrate our entire practice. Just let your breathing settle down, your mind slow down, and enjoy this quiet time in Savasana. Allow your breathing to expand as you're lying here in stillness. Feel your ribs rise and fall with your breath, a gentle coming back into your body. And as you breathe, send some energy into your fingers and toes, perhaps stretching through your arms or your legs. Maybe you'd like a good morning stretch, reaching your arms overhead and your toes in the opposite direction. And then rolling on to your favorite side, take a few breaths in fetal pose as you prepare to come back. And resting in fetal pose as I read you this quote. Choosing to have joy is not naively thinking everything will be easy. It is courageously believing that there is still hope, even when things get hard. Press yourself up into a seat and bring your hands to prayer at your heart space with eyes closed or a soft gaze. I'm so glad that you joined me for this practice today. May peace, may strength be with you always. And we end often in yoga with a word that in its simplest means the light in me honors the light in you. Namaste.